A friend of mine sent me a quick video by Dr. Becky Kennedy today that talked about our happiness and as parents trying to make our kids happy. And one of the key takeaways I took from that was when we only focus on trying to help our kids be happy, they get the message that happiness is the only emotion that is okay to feel. So for an example, she said when her kids are happy, she would say to her kids, instead of "you'll get through it" or trying to avoid or escape their uncomfortable feeling, she would say, "that emotion makes me uncomfortable too." How many times as adults are we feeling like there's something wrong with us if we are going through a hard time, or if we are feeling a feeling that makes us uncomfortable, sadness, grief, anger? She also talked about the feeling of anxiety, as anxiety is not necessarily a feeling, it's a response to a feeling we're uncomfortable with and want to run away from. And that immediately brought me back to myself of thinking how when I was younger, I struggled with a lot of anxiety. I experienced a lot of anxiety, and I still do now as an adult. And that's what I help people navigate through. And one of the things she said was that if we're feeling anxiety, it's actually something we want to run away from. And that made total sense to me, because thinking of anxiety, I think of my body is reacting to something, a thought or a feeling or a situation that I am not okay with. So really sitting in the uncomfortable feelings, giving ourselves permission and allowing ourselves to actually feel how we feel. This is one of the things that I love about meditation and massage therapy and all the things that I do, is that it's challenging ourselves to be present with ourselves. We're not running away from things. And this is the thing I always talk about with meditation. Meditation to me is great when we can clear our minds, but the one key reason why I do meditation personally is so I can just sit with whatever's rising and I can actually feel what is rising in my body. It's kind of like when you're sitting in a pond of mud and you just sit still long enough for the mud to settle and the water become clear. Clarity comes when we move through our own emotions and things we're going through in life. And actually the hard times give us a lot of clarity because we know what we don't want, we know what feels uncomfortable. And if we sit with it and we feel into it, we can find a lot of clarity into what we actually do want. I hope this video helps you. Feel free to share if you know someone that could use this message today. I believe in you. Keep shining.